What is going on, Basshead family? In today's video, we're going to be looking at just how good the new 2021 CT Sounds MESO 6.5-inch subwoofer is, and we're going to be testing and seeing how much louder an 8-inch sub is versus a 6.5-inch sub. Stay tuned to find out. Alright guys, you'll remember a little while back, CT Sounds sent me two of their new 2021 MESO 8-inch subs. Here's the one that I have left over here, did give another one away. Well, here recently they sent me two of their 6.5-inch MESOs. Of course, this is the newer 2021 version as well. So we're gonna be taking a quick look at this guy, going over its specs, kind of seeing how it compares to the 8-inch. And then we built this little custom box for it the other day. We're gonna be testing it out and seeing how loud we can get it and seeing how that compares to an 8-inch sub. A lot of people with like truck builds and stuff are just wondering, you know, how much louder is an 8-inch over a 6.5-inch and which is better to get and why. So hopefully this video will kind of help clear that up. Now, CT Sounds also sent me this really cool guy. This is of course the CT 700.1D, so 700 watt amp. Let's get a quick little look up at this guy. Overall, looks and feels really nice. I want to quickly compare it to the AT series amp that they sent me over here. This is of course the 1400 watt amp, but just wanted to kind of show you some of the differences. Of course, with this guy, we have much bigger inputs than we have over here with this fella. Of course, twice the power, but one thing I really like, this does have Tiffany style connectors for the RCAs, and it does have master slave on it, so you could run two of these, whereas this guy just has the regular style RCAs and it does not have the master slave function. So if you're really wanting some with some better just overall build quality, guys, definitely pick out the AT series of amps. But I'm sure this guy is going to do just fine. Looks like an awesome little amp, so we'll definitely test it out and see what it's got. Here are all the specifications for their CT line of amps. Of course, we have the 701D, so it is 700 watts at 1 ohm, 380 watts at 2 ohms, and 200 watts at 4 ohms. Of course, we have our subsonic filter, frequency response, low pass filter, does have bass boost frequency. That's really nice that they have that. And this is a 1 ohm stable amp, so of course that is awesome. Let's get into the specs for this little guy right here. First off, it retails for $109, whereas the 8-inch version retails for about $189. 400 watts RMS, 800 max. We have a 2-inch 4-layer copper-coated aluminum voice coil, Y35 grade double stack ferrite magnet. It's a composite paper cone with 5% carbon fiber reinforcement. Does have the round weaved copper terminals, 12 gauge push terminals. The FS is 58.9 hertz. So obviously being a 6.5-inch speaker, this thing is not going to get crazy low or anything. The sensitivity is 83.8 dB, and the X-Max is 8 millimeters in one direction. Let's get a little look up at this fella. We have nice double stitching, nice looking surround on it. Of course, our standard looking dust cap. Got the same basket that's on the 8-inch, just smaller obviously. Does have a little bit of a plate right here. There's our round woven into the spider tinsel leads. Trying to get the focus in there. We have our terminals, a little wiggly, but overall we'll get the job done no problem at all. They are really close to the motor here, but they're not touching, and of course once the wire's in there they'll be sitting up here anyway, so that's not a problem. Do have a beefy motor on this fella for a 6.5. This thing is pretty stout looking. There you go, CT Sounds MESO. Nice polished finish on the bottom of this thing. Oh, and that's cool, it does say dual 4 ohm over there, so that's pretty neat. Overall, good looking guy. You can see the 8-inch version is much bigger in just every way possible. This was an awesome sub to test out. Go check out the video for it if you have not. But hey, if you only got room for a 6.5, or if you just want a 6.5, this guy looks like it is no slouch. My last video, I built this box. for these guys. So it calls for 0.25 cubic feet of airspace. So of course 0.5 total for both of them. That of course takes into account the displacement of the sub and all that. And it said tuned to 42 hertz. So we built one just to spec. Really, really cool. I haven't decided how to finish this box yet. Probably gonna do that sort of rhino line looking stuff. I think that would look cool and that would make a really great video. Let me know if you want to see a video on rhino lining this box, but let's get this little guy in there and then we'll get the testing her. Now real quick, let's talk about giveaways. Now the next giveaway I have planned is giving away the Sundown X. Now this is the V3. I'm gonna be giving away the V2 first. That's just in my car right now, so I can't really show it. But in order to be entered for that, you just gotta be subscribed to this channel and you gotta go like my Facebook page. I'll leave a link to that in the description below. Once I get that page to 1,000 likes, I will be giving away that sub. We're up to over 600 now, guys, so go like that and we'll give that Sundown away here in no time. Also, I figured it'd be cool to do another giveaway, do a little base package giveaway for this one. It's gonna be, since I have this 8-inch MESO still here, and I have this really awesome little amp, figured I'll do a little package giveaway with both of these. So again, same rules for these. Not sure when I'll give these away, but stay tuned to the Facebook page. We'll be posting more about that soon. First, I'm gonna hook it up to this little amp just so we can kind of see how this amp does. One interesting thing over here, we have, it says right and left input, and then it says bridged in and bridge out. So that's kind of interesting. Not 100% sure what that means, but maybe I'll go look and kind of see. But anyway, just thought that was kind of neat. Something a little bit different. We've got these little fellas in here and hooked up. The fan of my tar amps is so stupid loud, but here is the XV2 that we're going to be giving away here soon. My page is actually really close to 700 likes now, so we'll be giving this guy away in no time, I'm sure. But I guess time to start testing these guys out. It is really cold up here today. We had some snow flurries earlier. It's in the mid 30s at the moment, I think. But anyway, y'all, this thing sounds a whole lot better inside the cabin of the car. When I had it out just playing on the test bench, it sounded okay, but it really wasn't anything special. But once you get inside this cabin, it really just opens up a lot, really sounds a lot better over, especially in those, you know, normal to lower bass frequencies. And it actually delivers some decent volume. Okay, I'm actually overall impressed with these little guys. It does sound pretty good in here. Your average person getting in here would think there was just a normal 12 playing or something like that. It really does sound nice. Now, I'm sure some of that just helps having a box that is built to spec for these guys. This little guy is awesome, and I'm actually really happy with how it came out. So what you really came to see is how loud do these things get, and how does that compare to the 8-inch version of the subs. Now, of course, when I did the test with the 8-inch subs, those were 8-inch mesos, so same type sub as we have here. Now, of course, it was in a bigger box because it was 8 inches, and there's a lot of other variables, but still, this should at least give us some idea of the difference in volume from 6.5-inch to 8-inch subs. About 3,000 watts there. And not bad, got that 139.4. So when we did the two 8-inch mesos, we got a 136.9. So we're gonna see how close these guys can get up to it. Now also when we did the 8-inch test, we had that box sitting right here. So we'll keep it about the same distance from the hatch. We of course could move this front and back a little bit and see if we gained or lost anything, but I don't think it would be huge. So we're gonna leave it here because this is where we tested the 8-inch subs. Okay, first thing we're gonna do a little test tone sweep just to see where this guy peaks at. Okay, we got a 123, and that says 43 hertz. Okay, that says 124.5, and that was at 46 hertz. Okay, I'm gonna try at 45 hertz. That seems to kind of be the sweet spot right in there. All right, got a 132.1. And we pushed 6,000 watts through those guys. Okay, let's see. Surprisingly, they both feel fine after putting that much power through them. That's actually ridiculous. Well, we'll bump it up one more time, guys. Not sure if that's gonna help at all, but we'll see what we get. And there's a 131.9. And that was 6,500 watts. Okay, so even though we put more power through them, we did not get any louder. So these things were definitely just maxing out to their full potential. And they really sounded like it too. But this guy still sounds fine. And this guy still sounds fine. So maybe we should pop these guys out, see if they're all still intact. Okay, these guys all look fine. Nothing torn or came apart. I'll real quick test it with the multimeter just to see if all the coils are good, but seems to be okay. Now, this multimeter always seems to read a little bit low, so that looks about right. Good there. Good there. And good there. Well, these little mesos are super tough little subs. Very surprised that they made it through that big of a burst and nothing tore. No, you know, normally at least a spider will tear or a lead will come disconnected or something, but they're still in perfect functioning order, guys. That is wild. Okay, so as you saw there, we got these guys to 132.1, I believe, and with the 8-inch ones, we got them to 136.9. Okay, when I filmed that, I realized I said that the 8-inch ones got a 136.9, but I went back and watched the video again, and I realized it actually was 139.4, which is, of course, an even bigger gap, so just keep that in mind. So almost a 5 dB difference. That is a large improvement. So in my opinion, if you got room for 8s, definitely go for 8s, guys. I mean, these things are awesome, but overall, the 8s just sounded better. We're able to play a little bit lower overall, and just again, just overall deeper, better bass, and they could get louder. Well, y'all, that's my opinion. 8s are the way to go. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think? Do you think 8s are the way to go? Or do you just really like 6.5s? And would you do a build with some 6.5 subs? Again, let me know, guys. All right, y'all, once again, huge shout out to CT Sounds for helping out with this video. If you want to pick up anything from them, check out the affiliate link in the description below. Should you purchase something through that link, it really helps out the channel. I get a teeny little commission, and y'all, every little bit helps so I can do stuff for y'all. Got a bunch of cool videos coming up soon, so stay tuned for that. Also, remember to stay tuned for more giveaways and the giveaways coming up. Definitely check out the Facebook page. Link will be in the description below. To be entered for those, you just got to be subscribed to this channel, and you got to like that Facebook page. Stay tuned on both of those, and I will be posting and updating on the giveaways here coming soon. Remember, when we get to that 1,000 likes on the Facebook page, we'll be giving away this guy right here, the Sundown X V2. Absolutely incredible subs. Probably the favorite sub I have had on this channel. Maybe the XV3, I don't know exactly. Kind of hard to tell a huge difference, but overall, this thing is insane, and I cannot wait to ship it out to one of y'all. All right, Basshead family, that's going to do it for this video. Huge shout out to each and every one of you. Thank you all so much. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and as always, keep bassing on.